Hey everyone, Pastor John here, back for our next message. I'm back down here in the middle school room. And first of all, how are you all doing? I hope school's going well for you all. I know things are probably a lot different than they've ever been for you before. Just know that things are just as different for your teachers and the adults in your lives and for everybody else. We're all kind of trudging through this together, even 6 months into the pandemic. So I really hope you're all doing okay. We've got some fun stuff coming up for you that your teachers are planning, so look forward to that. And I hope things will get better so that we can all come back together soon. Today, though, I want to talk about something that is really important and really hard, and we have to be kind of careful with. And that is forgiveness. So first of all, when I say forgiveness, what comes up for you? What do you think of when you think of forgiveness? If you're with a friend or brother or sister, or you're with your adults, turn to them right now and have a little conversation about that. In fact, you can pause the video if you want. I'll still be here. Don't worry. Oh, you're back? Great. So, forgiveness. This is something that the Bible talks about a lot. If you heard my sermon a few weeks ago that was on that topic of forgiveness, you might remember that Peter comes to Jesus and asks, Jesus, how many times do I have to forgive? 7 times? And 7, by the way, in the Hebrew is a very special number. It's a holy number. It's a complete number. It's a perfect number. So when Peter asks, do I have to forgive 7 times? He's not just saying, do I have to sort of forgive over and over and over again until we get to 7? But what he's really saying is, do I have to be perfect in how I forgive people? And what Jesus says to him is, no, you have to forgive 77 times, or 70 times 7 times, depending on how you want to translate the Greek. So that's up to you, my fellow translators. But essentially what Jesus is saying is, not only do you have to forgive a lot, sort of over and over and over and over again, but that your forgiveness has to be sort of complete or full. And really what Jesus is getting at is that forgiveness is key to who we are as the people of God, because we're supposed to love each other. And people who love each other forgive each other. But there's a rub here, if you know that phrase. There's the rub. And that is, forgiveness can be hard, can it? But also, the idea of always having to forgive, especially when someone does something wrong to you, well, that could be used badly. I don't know how many pastors throughout history have told people who've been hurt by other people and who will continue to be hurt by those people that they just need to forgive and forget and go back into those situations where they're being abused or bullied. And that's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness, ultimately, is about trying to restore the relationship that we have with another person. But it doesn't mean we forget. When somebody does something really terrible to us and we forgive them, basically what we're doing is we're letting go of the power that what they did to us has over us. But that doesn't mean that we forget what they did. And it doesn't mean we allow them to do anything bad to us again or to other people. So it's hard. It's not easy. It's something that we all struggle with. But I hope you know that you are loved far beyond anything you'll ever know. Because that's how much God loves you. And God cares about you so much that God doesn't ever want anything bad to happen to you. So if something goes wrong between you and your friend or your sibling or another loved one, you know, if they take a toy from you or if they steal an idea from you, you know, and they come to you and ask you for forgiveness, you should forgive them. But at the same time, if somebody hurts you, if somebody does something bad to you, and they come to you and they say, oh, just, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, don't tell anyone, then that gets a little harder. And I hope you always know that there are always going to be people in your life who love you very much, especially the adults in your life, and who care about you. And if someone has done anything to hurt you, they want to know about it because that way they can help you. Just as your pastor, if you ever don't feel safe about something, you can talk to me and tell me about that, and I will help you. Ultimately, there are going to be a lot of opportunities, unfortunately, for people to need to ask your forgiveness. Just as there will be a lot of times when you will find yourselves needing to ask somebody else to forgiveness. Because as you've probably figured out, life is complicated and it's beautiful, but sometimes it can be hard. And sometimes we do things that we don't mean to do. And sometimes we don't do things that we do mean to do. And when we find ourselves in that situation, well, we should ask forgiveness if we've accidentally hurt somebody. Just as when they've done the same thing to us, they should ask for forgiveness. I hope that helps a little bit, because this is a hard thing, and we can talk about it again. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope that this starts a good conversation with your adults about what that means and what that might look like. Anyway, I miss you all. I hope you're all doing very well. We hope to see you all soon. So have fun, stay safe. Good luck with if you're doing remote learning, because I know that's really hard. But, God's blessings to you all. And I'll see you next time. Take care.